What up? What is going on, everybody? It's your boy GSO. Welcome back to another Lizard Squadron gameplay. Today, we are in our conference championship, seeing if we can go on ahead and win this game and get to the Super Bowl for our 4th consecutive visit. Now, if you guys checked out the earlier video, you guys see that we did do the set for 99 Julio Jones, and unfortunately, obviously, this was played before I went ahead and got Julio Jones, but I did play a game for him that I'm going to try to edit up and have that out later tonight so you guys can see the little test run that I had with Julio Jones, and I definitely think he's going to be a very, very fun player to go on ahead and have on the squadron. Right here, he goes deep up top, one-on-one situation. I'm not clicking on like a weenie, and thankfully it's an incomplete pass right there. Don't test the user. He is so disrespectful. Right there was definitely a huge stop, putting us in prime position to go on ahead and hopefully score. Right there, definitely not that good of a play. We actually lose some yards. We go to the run the very next play. I could have done that better. I ran right into the defender. But right here on 3rd and 5, just a really quick underneath throw. Puts us on 4th and inches, and of course we went ahead and went for it. And we end up converting, picking. Look at Bo Jackson right there. As we end up getting through all this skipping that we got going on. We end up going to a Steve Smith, unavailable. Right there was definitely a little nerve-wracking. He snuck me with the man-to-man, and I wasn't expecting it. That right there doesn't get picked off too often on man-to-man. I think the only time it did get picked off when I was on PlayStation, 99 Sherman picked it off because he's such a goon. Our opponent decides to go on ahead and quit. He just ends up quitting the game. And we end up heading right to the Super Bowl. So I'm definitely excited to see if we can go on ahead and win our 4th consecutive Super Bowl. And we're actually on quite a winning streak. Besides the, well, not like a big winning streak, but within our last few seasons, we've done really, really well. We've lost twice out of the last like 40 some odd games. One was to Rose Bowl in overtime, and the next one was in this season, week 2, where it was a tie game in the 4th quarter, little over 2 minutes remaining, and I had the ball and Bo Jackson fumbled, and the guy was already in field goal position. We ended up losing. Definitely 2 really, really tough games. But we've won, I want to say, I don't know, a good amount. Like I said, we're like 38 and like 2 in our last 40, and right here we could definitely get us a nice Super Bowl win. Right there, wide open, just overthrown. Now if you guys remember a few games back, I was in the same situation where I ended up streaking my slot receiver wide open, and Michael Vick just completely overthrows Jerry Rice. Right there, to not be in the same situation, I wanted to put Steve Smith there because he has 98 speed. And I feel like it's going to be tough to overthrow somebody with that speed who can just catch up and go, hawk the ball down. As we end up overthrown. But thankfully, we end up scoring a touchdown anyways. And we take a look at his team. He's got tall receivers, V-Jacks, Evans. It don't even really matter this year. I mean, he's got himself a very good team. But it don't even really matter this year. Like, if your receivers are tall, you have a shot to put in work. Because on the PlayStation side of things, I was rocking with like Silver Plexico going up against 95 overall corners and just completely face catching them because they didn't know how to defend it. It's a fumble, and we end up getting a fumble, and that right there was big, man. Start off already in field goal position, so that right there could definitely put us up two possessions to begin the game. Right here, playing conservative as I do usually. Wanted to play for a field goal, but we ended up breaking the tackle. And of course, I want to waste as much time as possible, if I have the opportunity to. Right, we roll up, we throw a touchdown, but unfortunately, it passed the line of scrimmage, so we had to go on ahead and get a mulligan. And like I said before, just playing it safe, we end up running the ball, playing for a field goal, which we would gladly take. I mean, those are 3 free points, but by no means is he out of this game, considering he does get ball at halftime. So he's still in decent position if he can make this a scoring drive and being able to chew some clock in the meantime as well. Right there, a little risky. He didn't throw the ball away. He just wanted to, dip down a little bit more, which dot right there, which had our guy miss. We were so close to getting a sack. Maybe I should have clicked on and try to go on ahead and go for that conservative tackle. One-on-one situation, Dick Lane catches the interception. I thought for sure that was going to be a safety. I was nervous, but thankfully it wasn't. So we have an opportunity to, add on to our lead. But more importantly, end up going to Calvin Johnson. More importantly, end up going into half without him scoring because, we have the ball now. So already in field goal range, we have 2 timeouts remaining. Decided to run the ball. We don't get too much of anything right there. On 3rd and 5, we end up just going to a quick angle route and we pick up the first down, but he was in bounds, unfortunately. Right here, we go to Calvin. Was intercepted, but doesn't get 2 feet in bounds. Right here, I decide, we're just going to YOLO toss it up, give it a one-on-one jump ball. And yeah, Patrick Peterson wasn't playing that. He could give a damn what Calvin Johnson's stats are in that ball guard. He'd give a damn. That right there was a unfortunate situation because we could have at least had a field goal. Now that that toss up works a good amount of time. Just did not work there, and definitely sucked considering we did not get the field goal at least. 1st and 10, we get ourselves a sack. 2nd and 18, runs right up the middle, runs right into coverage after a 6-yard gain. We send a blitz, but he does get rid of the ball right on time to be able to find himself a receiver, and he picks up the first down. So right here, all I'm really trying to do is just limit him from big plays. Yeah, he can score. Doesn't matter what he does. I'm up 2 possessions. So right here on 4th and 20, he decides to punt the ball, which is definitely a huge stop. All I want to do is zoom in a boom boom. I think I did that wrong, but my main objective, my goal is to just waste as much time as possible. He cannot win if he doesn't have the ball, and it's going to be tough because we chewing clock, man. I'm trying to get this 4th Super Bowl in a row. So right here, we go deep up top to Matthews, and just bad execution on my part. And as you can see, as I was going for it, because the face throw is all about timing. It skipped on me a little bit, and it was tough for me to get in position, and we end up just not being where we needed to be to complete that. And people think that, face catching doesn't involve skill. It does somewhat. For the most part, there are a lot of people that can just throw like legit lob streaks and don't even click on it. They're guys that just jump up and catch it. Like that's just throwing up and hoping for the best. 4th and 40, he converted on me. That's why I don't like when people go for it on 4th down, because my ability to stop you on 4th down is minuscule. How do I give up a 4th and 35? Like, how is that even? I don't know. Don't judge me, man. You got to be kidding me. But when you throw a face catch, when you got that bullet pass, it definitely take some usering to be able to get yourself in position. And it's all about timing. You definitely need to have everything go right, because if you move a little bit too far inside, a little bit too far outside, you don't click on at the right time, if the throw isn't perfect, it can be an interception. It's not going to go well for you. Right here, we're just trying to, again, waste as much time as possible. 3rd and 7, we end up going underneath right here, and we pick up the first down, even though it's skipping horribly. And this right here is definitely a nerve-wracking time for the game to be skipping, considering I'm in my Super Bowl, and last thing I want is to disconnect and me to lose. He holds us to a punt, and I'm definitely nervous at this point. It's 10-7. I'm just playing really conservative, running the ball. I just don't want to make any mistakes. I'm just afraid of choking, as if that's what we'll call it. So I'm just playing really, really conservative. Right, he goes deep up top, and we drop the interception, which would have sealed the game. Right here, he decides to roll a little bit to the right, goes deep up top, and thankfully, Dick Lane bails us out. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just won our 4th consecutive Super Bowl, and definitely an amazing feat for somebody of my minimal skill. We struggled. We made some poor decisions. We've made some conservative decisions, but nonetheless, we come out with the W. That's the end of the game, guys. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed. New season with the brand new Julio Jones should be starting very, very soon. Again, I'm going to try and edit that one gameplay I got with him earlier today, and it should be out later today. Peace.